Cool. Okay. Let's keep moving right along. Let's get into what we're talking about tonight. A couple of interesting things happening in the world. We'll go through our usual intro, but we will have another reader tonight. So tonight we're sponsored by our usual sponsors of Skippy Pest Control, Easy Shopping Cards, and Loveday Vehicle Lubricants. Now in the coming weeks, we're going to be able to show you how to buy everything you want from those three merchants at a fraction of the cost you're paying today. And that should lower your cost of living by a massive amount, just because you're a part of this organisation and will give you access to these merchants in this particular way. More to come on that in the very near future. Just want to let you know, we are not representatives of Karatbars, we are affiliates. So the opinions we express here on these webinars are in fact our opinion, not company policy. We do try and make sure that our information is accurate, but we suggest that you check it out yourself. Gold is a 5,000-year-old medium of exchange, and that coin that I have a picture of there was minted in 541 BC or something like that, and it buys today the same amount of product that it bought back then, over 2,000 years ago. There's nothing else in the world that can do that for you. Karatbars is an e-commerce affiliate program, and it's the world leader in the supply of gold in small contract amounts, mostly for regular people. This program is facilitated by a unique cryptocurrency supported by and linked to the gold, directly to 24 karat 999.9% pure gold, not gold contracts, actual gold. This creates a unique self-sustaining financial system completely powered by the gold. Now, Miss Jan, over to you.
Thank you, Derek. Hi, everyone. Just giving you the Karatbars overview. So, option one, we can save gold. We have free registration. We complete the free registration for our gold savings account and start acquiring Karatbars gold in small increments. Karatbars International has made it easy for making available a feature called Auto Exchange. At Wealth Builders Worldwide, we call that Pay Yourself First. You set up your account to automatically exchange your paper currency for Karatbars gold weekly, bi-weekly or monthly. You simply set it, forget it, and then go back and increase it. Activating this feature allows you to automatically pay yourself first with physical gold, real 24 karat, 999.9% gold. There are no fees of any kind. There's no monthly obligation. And this account is completely free and takes less than 5 minutes to register. This gives you the opportunity to build your family's wealth. Option two, save and earn. Be compensated monthly through the uni-level compensation plan. Excuse me. You're virtually in business for yourself in over 100 plus countries worldwide. That is exciting. Option three, maximize your earning potential. You may choose one of several business packages which position you to generate cash flow monthly and weekly through our dual system compensation plan. These packages are income producing assets. Option four, save Karat Gold coin and Karat Coin Bank coin. Acquire KBC and KCB cryptocurrency coins. An additional stream of income that will build massive wealth. So why Karatbars? Some people have asked why Karatbars. So a Karatbars savings account gives you protection against future financial crisis and rapid inflation. It protects your hard-earned paper currency with physical gold. It's securing your future. From rapid inflation, future financial crises, the fiat currency collapse, and all with physical gold. Get free gold and cryptocurrency. So now is the time to get on board and get this before the 15th of December. So gold is a store of wealth and value and is an appreciating asset. So there's three major benefits of a Karatbars savings account. One, you can start now saving physical gold in small increments. Two, Karatbars International puts you in a position to build a global business from the comfort of your home. And three, there are significant tax advantages to owning a home-based business. Back to you, Derek.
Thank you, Miss Jan. And if you were close enough to know what Jan and her team were doing in the last couple of months, it's quite intimidating to listen to someone talk who is building a massive amount of wealth in a very, very short period of time. So we're here to actually talk about currency. And that $20 note you can see there in that graphic is worth less and less as the time goes on. So once you get to working out the real figures, you can see that $100 from 1999, you need $154 in 2019 to buy exactly the same thing. And it actually does that. That's a real figure. That's a 54% inflation rate in 20 years. Pretty good. If you had it in gold, however, a kilo of gold in 1920 bought a flash car, as it does today. So it holds its value, and you can see in this graphic that gold, compared to the major currencies in the world, is holding its value. All of the other currencies have dropped off from the gold standard. And look down there at 2018 and see how much they're worth. It's scary. And even the savers are caught out, because the more money that the governments print, the less you actually have to spend. That's an imposing graphic. So some timelines that Karatbars have met. The K-Phone pre-sale launch occurred. July 4th, Gold Independence Day occurred. Karat Coin Bank coin pre-sale. They've started the circulation of KCB. The mainnet blockchain was released on the 15th of September this year. And the hard fork has been put back a little bit because of the IPO. Now, it says in that all the documentation that the coins will improve the exchange rate in January. The roadmap is to get them down to 75 per gram. And we certainly hope that that occurs sooner rather than later, as in the 1st of January. But you'll see some changes come along and why that's actually going to happen. So the three major benefits: you start saving in gold, puts you in a position to build that business from home. And by the way, if you're a PAYE tax person, if you have a job, you can do this as a business and get significant tax advantages. So how do we do this? Well, okay, the first thing is you've got to talk to someone.
These are the questions that Tammy suggests that we ask. The first one: do you believe in saving money for the future? It's either yes or no. Second question: have you started to save in gold? Again, yes or no. The third question: if I could show you how to earn free gold, would you like to learn more? So the first one is about belief. The second one is, have you started, and are you interested? And then the third one just gives you an idea of their mindset, and if they're interested in free gold and what they'd be prepared to do to earn some nice little kickers like free gold. Obviously, if you get 3 yeses, you're on a winner. Register them. Why Karatbars? These are a few reasons that I think are significant. Being an e-commerce business, e-commerce meaning it's on the internet. It's you could be anywhere around the world and start this business. You're not limited geographically, and you're not limited whether by age or education or gender. There are no limits. An e-commerce business covers the world. Karatbars is an asset building system because we are exchanging paper money for gold money. They are the world leader in small, affordable. Can you go back, please? Small, affordable increments of gold. They are the top of the pile. In fact, they're probably one of the only providers of small, affordable increments of gold. I often describe it as the size of my thumbnail or your thumbnail. So typically when people think about gold and a chunk of gold, they think of a kilo, a big chunk, and that I have to be a millionaire to buy that. But when gold is in small, affordable increments, pretty much everyone can buy some. Earn free gold and cryptocurrency. There's a nice little hook. Exchange paper money for gold money. Do that as often as you can, whether it's weekly, fortnightly, or monthly. So that's how you talk to someone. Just follow those 4 pages and you've got a conversation and whether someone's interested. These are typically what it looks like when you actually buy the gold. The pictures on the right, 1 gram. The pictures on the left are the 3 and the 6. So that's what they look like. So they're about the size of your thumbnail. And whether you have them delivered or not, whether you have them stored on the Karatbars premises or not, then that's your decision. But buying it this way, then you are increasing your wealth, your long-lasting wealth, generational wealth. If you have it delivered, obviously there are going to be extra charges for the delivery. If you have it stored, then Karatbars will actually pay you interest. Not only that, they will pay that interest in gold to you.
Thanks, Carolyn. And on the right-hand side there, you can see that there's 2 different sized inserts in those cards. The bottom ones are 5 grams, and one at the top is a 1 gram card. So they do come in all sorts of different sizes and branding and colours and all that fun stuff. So let's talk about some gold and where it comes from. So you can see there's a website at the top of the page, Karat Gold, KBC.com. And if you go to that website, you can see in the menu there is a line item there called Gold Mine. So if you click on that, you can actually download the documents that are the assay reports of the mine in Madagascar. Now, when I first joined, I was curious, where's the gold come from? Googled it, couldn't find a mine owned by Karatbars. And after asking people that I was connected to a couple of times, I ended up getting copies of the documents about how they took over the mine. Very, very shrewd operation. So they do own the output of this mine. They actually own the mining company that mines this mine. And if you download it and do a bit of research, you can see it's in French, but you can notice that the top line is gold. That's what AU is, the chemical brand for gold. And at the end of that line, it's 2,350 tons. Well, you don't need to be a rocket scientist to work out that that's a lot of gold. So 2,350 tons in that one gold mine. There's 3 others online, one online, another one coming online on 15th of December. Now this document is dated 13th of August and it was notarized on the 14th of August. So they're very, very recent documents. So let's have a look at what that actually means to us, the people that have coins. Now, if the exchange rate today is 100 to 1, where are they going to get the gold from when they go down to 75, 50, 25, 15, etc.? If you have a quick look at this spreadsheet, can you get that one, Dan? You'll see that in total, with those three mines listed there, Guinea, 700 tonnes, Madagascar, 2,350. Now, we know the Brazil mine is bigger than Madagascar. So let's just assume for a moment that it has the same reserves as Madagascar. That's 5,400 tonnes. That's a lot of gold.
Can I throw in some trivia? Do you know how much gold came from New Zealand?
No, I don't.
230 tonnes.
Okay.
And this is thousands of tonnes.
Yep, very cool. So you can see at that exchange rate there, if we decide that we're going to check what can he do if the exchange rate goes all the way down to 25 coins per gram? What does that actually mean? Well, there's 2,480 tonnes. He's got 5,400. Let me think about that. At an exchange rate of 25 coins per gram, he isn't accessing half his gold. That is outstanding. So it puts us in a really strong position because it's less than half of their gold capacity right now. And we know there's 2 more mines coming online. So I don't think there's any fear of the gold running out. And you'll see later why. So let's look at the top 6 countries: United States, Germany, Italy, France, Russia, China. Now, Russia and China, we know, are buying gold hand over fist at the moment. They are seriously concerned about the economic situation and the lack of value in the US dollars. Now, remember, the US greenback has been the reserve currency of the world since about 1947 or 46. It's no longer looking like that. So these countries are all buying gold. So where is Karatbars in that equation? They've got 5,200 tonnes, and if you're real persnickety, you're going to say, but that's an estimate. Yep, absolutely. So are the other numbers on the screen. But if you look at that 5,200 tonnes, it sits right there. Number 2 in the world in gold reserves. Let me just say that again. Number 2 in the world in gold reserves. More gold on hand than Germany. That's a pretty impressive graphic. So let's move into this and say, how do I start? Okay, make sure you get registered. It's completely free to get registered. I tell everybody, do yourself a favor, register. Once you've registered, you need a pack. But you know what? You're going to have to upload some proof of ID and your address because we're shipping gold around the world. There's a lot of legal requirements. And there's a link in your back office that lets you refer other people. It's as simple as that. If you send it out enough times, you will win. But here's a tip, a trick. Pay for the pack with cash gold. You will realize as time goes on the impact that that makes. And we'll run through those numbers in a second. And if you have time, pay by bank transfer. But you don't have to. You buy the cash gold, then purchase the pack. This is the difference it makes. You see the top line number there? In the long-term incentive, that team has been buying packs with cash gold for a while. Look at the difference in the next team.
Yeah, in those 2 numbers, the decimal point isn't really clear. But
Yep.
2,140 compared to
243.
compared to 38 compared to 27 compared to 3.
So between the top two lines there, that's a factor of 10. And that's just because the top group were buying their packs with gold.
Buy the gold first, then buy the pack
Then buy the pack.
with the gold.
So you need to set up Karatpay to do that. And this quick start's one of your incentive ladders. Now, if you're interested in getting a free car or a free house, this is how you do it. When you get the first award, those numbers don't reset. So you don't go all the way back to 0, unlike lots of other businesses that are around. This number just keeps going up.
It builds on what you've already purchased through your team.
Yes.
It just keeps adding on.
So it's not a matter of you might, but eventually Karatbars will pay for a house for you. It just shortcuts that trip to that car and the house. So here's an actual case study that Carolyn did when buying the pack with the cash gold. So you'll see that the units, they got a 12% increase. No big deal. But the commission went up by 26%, an extra €4 on that bronze pack. The KCB, the crypto coins, made absolutely no difference at all. No big deal. But look at this one, 1,350%. That's a big difference. And that's why it gets you to the car and the house many, many times faster. And it's part of their roadmap. It's what we do. This is a gold-based business. Gold is the currency in this business.
What I like about, can you go back, please? What I like about that, if you look at the first row along the units there, the units are paid left and right. So that will impact the speed of your cycle payments. The next row across, the commission row, that means you'll be paid next Friday week. So that makes a difference pretty much straight away. It's a difference of an extra €4. So this is a bronze pack. So as well as €15, because that's 10% of a bronze pack, there's an extra €4 in there. So €19 in total, paid Friday week. No difference on KCB, and obviously the gold, that's a longer term incentive. So you've got short-term incentives there and long-term incentives. That's why we buy cash gold first and use the cash gold to pay for the pack.
Okay, here's another trick. If you join as a bronze for $260 odd like I did, if you register 5 people in 5 weeks that do the same thing, you get a free upgrade to silver. You can add more packs yourself. If you add another pack yourself, if you buy another silver pack to get more coins, you do 5 of them in 5 weeks, you get a free upgrade to gold. So that's how I ended up as a VIP. I've only ever paid the $260 for a bronze pack. I've just worked their system. So I've ended up with over 200,000 coins, and I've paid an entire $260 for a bronze pack. So just make sure that you understand the benefits of working the system. What you should think about doing is starting a new person with cash gold. Once they've registered and they've got a pack, show them how to purchase 5 0.1 cash gold notes. The gold will go in their online wallet, that's okay. A 0.1 note is about €5, something like that. Doesn't cost them much money, but if they do 5 complete transactions, it teaches them how to buy gold. And you won't have to go back next month and show them how to buy their gram of gold. It also impacts the overall business because there's more gold transactions in the system. Now we want to touch on quickly the incentive for Madrid. I'm not going to spend much time on it. You can go to your dashboard and downloads, pick English as a language, and then go to incentives. download this document. Now I'm going to pick 1,200 points because this is a key level, milestone, that's a good word. So 1,200 incentive points, you get a free K1 phone, a 3,000 euro profit pack, which gives you 8.7 grams of gold and 3,000 euro of KCB plus 180% bonus. Now, in anybody's terms, that's a good deal.
That's over 21,000 KCBs, the 3,000 euros worth, and then plus another 180.
Yep, it's a lot. So it also upgrades you to the VIP status. So make sure you look at how to do this and understand it. If you need a hand, send us an email or a text or a phone call. We're only too happy to talk you through. There's somebody on the call tonight that looks like she's already hit the 6,000 incentive points. So it's achievable. It's very achievable. You can see here's a list of incentive points. There's another page to this with all the profit packs on it. This is just the first page. You can see that a VIP business pack's 420 points. So you don't have to do much work to get a lot of benefit out of it. We want to talk about the CEMs, the deal of the month. If you have money sitting around in banks, other financial institutions achieving not much, you need to have a think about getting some help to do a deal that gets you a massive outcome. Now, I've got a friend in Grafton who's talking about buying one of these and throwing it in the bin. And when I sort of looked at him askance, he said, well, I end up with 900,000 coins, 15,000 euros worth of gold. I don't care if the machine even works. I'm walking away happy. So that's an interesting way to look at it. It is a wonderful opportunity to get your hands on a lot of these coins and a lot of gold. Keep that in mind. If you need some help with talking through what the opportunities are, feel free to give us a call. We can put you in touch with people to run you through the outcomes. Here's a great quote, and this is really, really confronting for some people. Sales are contingent upon the attitude of the salesman, not the attitude of the prospect. Isn't that true for everything we do in life? So this is gold. Here's a couple of dates for you to put on your calendar. If you're in Perth, the 10th of December, 14th of December, Brisbane, Vegas, 19th in Echuca, and the 21st in Melbourne. Now, this is a great opportunity to get to meet some people, get some belief from them. Nitsa, been in the business a long time, Sean Maloney, Joel Gray, Mira, Jeanette from up the coast at Harvey Bay, up that area. Just come along. We would like to fill this place up and show them what Gold Rocks can do. Get to these functions. If you're near them, get to them. The one in Brisbane, we'll be having a Christmas party. Rumour has it that Brent Dobson is going to supply a bottle of Grange to everybody that comes. It's only a rumour at this point.
Hey, I might be in New Zealand, but I'm still listening here. A bottle of Grange. There will be bottles of red, that's for sure. But what about the Grange, mate?
Yeah, we'll have a fill up. We'll have a fun time. Brent's going to put some finger food on and stuff after the function. So
yeah, it'll be a Christmas party. It'll be awesome.
Excellent. Thanks, Brent. Hope you're enjoying Kiwi land.
Kumate.
Now, here's another function at the Gold Coast, Sunday the 27th of October. I know there's a race on down there, but this facility is nowhere near where the race is. So it shouldn't be a problem with traffic. Should be able to get there without too much drama. Adelaide, I know that Roger's been in touch with Brad Saravalli. There's a function going on there Friday the 8th of November. Carolyn will be there if she's not tied up with the other group that she's got to go down there and meet up with. But we'll be running through some opportunities and talking through some details about how to get the best advantage. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the key to the business we have our hands on. There's no dispute that it's an opportunity. What you have to ascertain is how many dots do I have to join to get to the result I want. Work out what you need to do and set out a roadmap. That's how you succeed. The next date is a function on the Sunshine Coast, June next year, 19, 20, 21. We're just organising that now as we speak. We will probably have a live link from Tammy and Harold, or a recording from Harold. We're not sure yet, but they may be able to come. We're working on that. So just make sure you pencil that in your diary. Now here's a shout out. One of the first K merchants in Australia, BJS Urban and Equine Fencing Solutions, had his right-hand man retire today. So if you know somebody that's in Adelaide that's looking for some work, they need to be strong, young, and reliable. That's about it. Brad will teach them everything. So there's Brad's phone number. If you know someone down there that wants to pick up some work, I'm pretty sure Brad will be happy to talk to them, give them a quick interview. So thanks everybody for coming along tonight. Are there any questions from anything that we've touched on? You can unmute or type or wave your hand or any of those things. Graham Duck saying he doesn't want any Kiwi red wine at the party.
Hey, on that note, there definitely won't be. Our Shiraz is, I think Roger's bringing some up. Just before we go, I just want to say thanks again. A great overview of everything Jan did, and you guys, fantastic job. You know, it's 10:30, 11 o'clock over here in New Zealand. I've never missed one of these meetings and hope not to. And really love what you guys are putting together. We're working as a team and we're building something pretty special here. So just a big thank you to you both, Derek and Carol, and the rest of the team.
Thanks, Brent. And yes, Brad, the K1s are being dispatched as we speak. The first lot have already been shipped. We're working on shipment number 2 and 3 at the moment. So we hope that they get here sooner rather than later. There's about 6, I think, targeted for Brisbane area. There's 3 for the Sunshine Coast that I'm aware of. We'll do some work when we come down to Adelaide, see if we can't get some shipped for down there. I'm sure that there's a couple already in the pipeline for Melbourne. I don't know about Sydney or whether we should actually claim them as part of Australia. So, any other questions?
Now, we're getting one.
Okay. Who's that?
Carolyn. That's Carolyn.
Oh, Carolyn.
Hello.
I'm between Sydney and Newcastle.
That counts. Yep. But you're not really Sydney. You're in the nice part of Australia.
No, I'm an hour away.
Yep. Good work. Good work. If you need some help with any of that, give us a call, Carolyn.
Thank you. Probably will.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Anybody else interested in a CEM? You can email us. Is that the K1s, Derek, or the CEM?
How much are they?
The CEMs?
Hmm.
Mr. Duck, can you type the pricing in there so I know you remember it? I think it works out at about 38,000 for the big one, but you end up with 15,000 euros worth of gold.
Derek, it's about 21,200 for the smaller one, about 29,800 for the medium one, and 38,030 odd for the large one, and that is inclusive of 5,000 euros of cash gold, 10,000 cash gold, or 15,000 cash gold.
Graham, do you want to have a quick chat about the outcomes with the incentives, about the benefits? So just pick one of them and talk about what we can do on top of that.
Yeah, where do you start? The incentives are huge. You know, if you've got the capacity to buy a CEM and are looking at a passive income, at some point down the track, you're going to be picking up a 3% turnover of the coins converted into cash gold through there, or cryptocurrencies converted into cash gold through there. But just as a matter of interest, if you bought a 38,000 pack, you get 15,000 euros of cash gold. A machine, the company will pay 100 euros for the machine to be in a premises 5 days a week or switched on 5 days a week and 8 hours a day and connected to the internet, of 100 euros a month. But the coins that you pick up, the buyer picks up some 327,714 coins, and the seller picks up 490,000 odd coins. If you then add your commissions back in, if you're doing it as a husband and wife or a business structure individual and a business behind it, that adds up when you roll your commission back in somewhere around about 860,000 coins. It's just an amazing benefit. You get 100 units behind it. It's just an ongoing structure that, in a spot where, as things get tighter and people are looking to acquire small increments of gold or convert the cryptos that they have, you know, we're seeing Ethereum down 3.8% this morning when I switched my computer on over the weekend. Bitcoin's down again. There's a lot of them in trouble. So people are looking to step out into something secure with a backing of gold, which is what we've got. So happy to talk to anyone and assist anyone any further if they're looking to, or they're not sure how to go about acquiring it.
Thanks, Graham. Okay, thanks everybody. I think that's it for tonight. There's some amazing deals going on the CEMs and the bonuses that are tied to Madrid. Absolutely amazing outcomes. So let's put our mind to how we get the best advantage out of that. As Graham said, if you have questions, there's plenty of us here that we can assist you, help you, give you some guidance, all of that sort of stuff. So thanks everybody for coming along. We look forward to seeing you on the golden beaches of the world. Have a great night.